But today, it's all about the NFL as you get a look inside Allianz Arena in the Bavarian city of Munich, Germany. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Buenos Aires club as they interplay here.
They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll run on the inside handoff. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. In motion, the tight end.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
That's going to be caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
George Pickens
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Baron Browning has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Baron Browning drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw, Fields. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Pushing his way through, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Breece Hall. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Tua going to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. But you look at this defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 33 yards that time.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Williams. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long. Kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
On play action, Fields
going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That is caught by Laporta.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Again, Fields completes this one to Pickens.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Right back to him on first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. And he's got it. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
They snap it to Fields. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston.
His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays.
And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So, Matt.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll work this down to their 40-yard line. Tackled there.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Justin Fields.
His third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Looking to pass. Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going.
He's got a man complete.
Down the left sideline.
And he will take it in for the touchdown.
T. Higgins,
82 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this is caught by Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Tua. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's Tua. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. It's Williams on the catch. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Williams is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Tua now, 3rd and goal.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The home team's offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Here's Fields.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap. Fields. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. All right.
Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one.
As we send you back across the Atlantic to Orlando, as we say Guten Tag to our guys standing by. That's Jonathan Coachman. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He was downright amazing with 3 touchdown passes and another one scored on the ground for good measure.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tua going to throw. Williams brings it in. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Baron Browning able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Robert Woods, an 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
On the option to give to Williams here.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 8.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The visitors' offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The offense on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Fields. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Off play action, Fields.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. After the turnover, it's Tua. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Darius Davis on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Now it's Fields.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Fields now to throw. This pass out wide to Hall.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Able to push his way through. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to pass. Tua going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Williams. And fights through one man. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From midfield, here's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Here's Tua. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here we go. This is 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up.
So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
The offense will line up for a 3-point conversion.
Tua going to try and throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And able to get this out to the 25. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Play action. It's Fields.
He completes it to Beckham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Fields.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. All right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros. All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, as I said, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit zero.
So for Buenos Aires,
they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.